We're going to upgrade SmartZone from version 3.6 to version 5.1. Before we begin the upgrade, we have a couple recommendations we'd like to cover with you. First, it's always a great idea to review the release notes. We're going to find great information in the release notes. Specifically, we're going to be able to verify the upgrade path that we're using and ensure that the version we're upgrading to can be upgraded to from the version we're currently running. Also, we can verify the resource requirements for the new version. Sometimes these requirements change, especially with virtual machines. We'll be able to verify supported platforms and that the installed APs are supported in the new release. We want to be sure that any access points we have connected to the controller will still be properly supported once the upgrade is complete. Now, a great best practice if we're running Virtual Smart Zone on ESXi to take a snapshot of the Smart Zone instance. We need to plan for the upgrade process to take roughly 45 to 60 minutes. Now, the video, we're going to shrink that time down significantly, but that's something that we can plan for when we're preparing for the upgrade. All right, we're in the GUI of the controller. We can see that we're running version 3.6. We also note that we have the cluster is online and healthy. We have one access point that's connected and is online and healthy as well. Now, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to start a continuous ping to the controller. This is a best practice that we like to follow. Helps us understand when the controller is offline during the reboot, but most importantly, when it comes back up online after the reboot's completed. So now we're going to create a cluster backup. So we navigate to Administration, and then we click on Backup and Restore. Within Backup and Restore, we click on Backup Entire Cluster. Now this is going to create the cluster backup configuration file. However, we don't have a way to download that from the GUI. We need to do that via FTP. As the cluster backup finishes, the file is displayed in the cluster backup history. As long as you do this on a regular cadence, you can go back and access these to revert back to older backups if needed. Now we're going to FTP the file out of the controller to our FTP server. Full disclosure, this is a public IP address, so it's blurred, but I'm sharing the syntax with you on the screen here. So the copy backup command, once it's ran, we're given the option to choose the file we want to send to the FTP server. We only have one, it's the only one we've created, but they're time-stamped so that we can easily select the latest one. FTP transfer was successful, so now we go back to the GUI and click on the configuration tab. We're going to back our configuration file up now, so we're going to click on the backup button. This process is going to run as soon as we confirm on this screen. Now, when this is complete, we need to download that file for safekeeping to our PC locally, so we just click on the download button and we have a local copy of it. If for any reason something were to go sideways during the upgrade, we have an eject button now. We have a backup of the cluster config and of the controller config. So now we're going to navigate to upgrade. So we've already downloaded the image file for version 5.1 that we're upgrading to. So here we're going to browse to that file and upload it. This is going to take around 5 or 6 minutes to complete. Once that's completed, then we can start the upgrade. Upload's finished. Let's go ahead and start the upgrade. So we're going to get a confirmation window letting us know that we can upgrade the system. It's been validated, so we're going to select OK on this. Now on this screen, we have three options. We can verify upgrade eligibility, we can select upgrade, or we can do a backup and upgrade. Remember, you can back the system up prior to this step, or you can back it up and upgrade it at the same time. We're just going to select upgrade, and then we'll confirm on this screen as well. We're getting really close. Remember the continuous ping that we started? Well, during the upgrade process, we've been watching it, and now we can see that we're losing pings to the controller. This is fine. This means that we're in the middle of a reboot. Once it comes back up, it's just got to finish some stuff up, start the services, and then, because I sped this up, now you can see that the controller is responding to ping. It's coming back online. We'll jump in the GUI here in just a second. Great, we're in the GUI, we're running version 5.1 as noted here, the cluster's up and the access point is up as well. However, we need to upgrade the access point. So let's navigate to access points. We're going to highlight the default zone, and then we're going to highlight the access point. Now, when we highlight the access point, we can note below that the current version it's running is version 3.6. This is the old controller software. We need to upgrade that. So we're going to go up to More, and we'll drop that down and we'll go down to Change AP Firmware. Now, we're given the option to upgrade the AP to version 5.1. It informs us that a backup config file will be created. That's fine. We'll say yes, and then it'll tell us it was successful. Now, keep in mind, the controller is currently FTPing the software to the access point. If you have issues here, you need to note that you might have filtering or firewalls preventing that. But once this is done, we'll go ahead and refresh the page, and we should see that the access point is now running version 5.1. All right, final piece to verify, we refresh the page and we're going to highlight the access point. Now we can note that the access point is running version 5.1, which is the correct version. That's it. We've updated SmartZone and we've updated the access point attached to it. Check the description box below for great resources located on the Ruckus support portal. There you can find KB articles, documentation, videos, and more. Thanks for watching.